here's the after. Hey guys, got so wrapped up in today's video that I actually forgot to do an intro. So I'm doing an intro after the fact of what we done today. So I'm not going to drag this out. Today we added another bolt-on accessory to the 2026 Pro XP, and as you're going to see in the video, that is the RPM Sport exhaust. This is going to be a real short video. It's basically a quick unboxing. I think I have that on there. But it's going to be a real quick install. Just kind of showing you how to unbolt it. Take the springs and stuff off, put it back on. I've got it before, the exhaust sound before, and I got exhaust sound after. And I also just downloaded a new app on the computer. Let me know if you guys notice anything different about the video. Let me know what you think about it. If you notice it, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think you noticed, and let me know what you think of what you think you noticed. So, I'm going to leave it short. This is the intro to today's video. RPM Sport Exhaust install. Wanted to go a little bit louder, but don't want to really get the neighbors too upset with me, or at least any more than they already are. So we kind of kept our tone down, but real quick installation, real easy, real quick video showing you guys what I did. Hopefully you enjoy it. As always, and I think I'll probably say it again at the end of the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to Through the Lens Off-Road Adventures YouTube channel, what you guys are watching right here. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, really appreciate it, trying to grow the channel. As I'm putting this video together, I'm actually also preparing for a ride that I'll mention at the end of the video. It's a St. Jude charity ride that's down in Henry, Illinois, and it is tomorrow, June 20th, as filming this. Going with some good friends that I've known for a long time. But actually, this is the first time I'm going to get to ride some side-by-sides with them. So, sure, it's going to be a good time. But until then, enjoy this video. I'm going to be videoing that. That'll probably be out later in the week, the St. Jude's ride. So, until then, enjoy this video. Drop me a like. Hit the subscribe. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. See you guys. Thanks for watching.
Timber rolling with the crowd, dust on my boots, cold air in my lungs. Every mile I'm alive when the trail gets rough. Let the big dog bark, rip it down the trail. Now full throttle, never once fail. Mud on the fender, sun through the trees. That Polaris got...
All right, so I went ahead and opened the box already. It was kind of hard to do one-handed. So this is the RPM Sport exhaust. I was kind of hoping it was going to come in that cool little black bag, but evidently I wasn't that lucky. So with it, we get some hardware and some Loctite, new bolts, new gasket, and then I also went with the spark arrestor just because we're going to do some riding up in Wisconsin and stuff, and you know, I know they kind of frown on not having that. So I'm going to get you set up, and we're going to start taking the rear fascia off, and we'll work on getting this switched out. All right, so the next step is we're going to remove this bolt, and there's one in here and one in here. That should pull all that fascia off, hopefully. I've never pulled this off yet, so if there's more to that, we'll figure it out when we get there. All right, next thing is we got the 3 bolts here, one under here, one under here, one under here, the 14 millimeter. I forgot to say the screws on the fascia are T40s, but these are 14 millimeter. I pre-sprayed them, but the machine obviously is fairly new, as you guys know, so you know it looks like they're going to come off pretty easy. So I'm going to pop them off, and then we'll come back for the next step. Alright guys, so we got the nuts off on the flange. So the next step is we got a spring up here, and we got a spring up over here on this other side. And I didn't buy the spring pulling tool, so I'm just going to use a piece of rope. We'll disconnect this one, disconnect that one over there, and I believe everything should be loose from there. So I'll bring you back in just a minute. Alright guys, as you can see, we got the muffler off. That's the other spring up there, just in case you wasn't able to see it very good. This is the other spring down here. There's the stock exhaust. I don't have a scale out here. I know everybody likes to have weight comparisons. I just don't have a scale. Just totally guessing. I'm gonna guess that thing 35 pounds-ish. I've not picked up the new RPM one yet. Supposedly it's supposed to be a little bit lighter, but I was actually kind of surprised on how heavy that one is. So I'm going to grab the other one out of the box, and I'm going to put it up here. I'll try to video the best I can as I'm putting everything back together. Alright guys, so got everything out of the way. We got the new gasket on. I'm going to be honest with you, like I showed you in the beginning, they did send new bolts and nuts and Loctite and that kind of stuff. These have little splines in there. They're pressed in. They don't have any kind of head. They're flat on the back side. I don't have a really good way right now of pressing them out. So I'm just going to attempt to go with the stock hardware. So I'm going to put it up there. Hopefully that works out. If not, then we'll have to go with a plan B. But that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to pick it up and try to get her started, lined up. Okay, I think everything should be in. I got the stock nuts up here. I'm going to get a couple of them started. Got one started. Get this top one started. Okay, she's hanging there on her own with the bottom one on here. And now basically it's just repeat the process. Again, we got a 14 millimeter socket. And tighten that down. One thing I will tell you, that new gasket, it went on okay, but it kind of didn't want to seat on there nice and flush and smooth like, you know, you would kind of want it to or think it should. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but so we're just tighten this down and we'll put the right amount of torque on it. So I'm just going to go through, I'm going to rehook the springs back up, and then we'll start it up. And we did a sound check before we change this out. We get this buttoned up, we'll do another sound check, and you guys can be the judge on the difference, whether it's good, bad, better, or whatever. So we'll be back in just a little bit. And here's the after. All right, guys, we're getting ready to button this up. I got to put the fascia back on, but you see me take it off. That's pretty self-explanatory. As I mentioned when I opened the box and stuff earlier in the video, I did get the spark arrestor because of, you know, riding up in Wisconsin and stuff. Everybody said that they were kind of sticklers on that sometimes. So obviously spark arrestor goes in there. I did have to drill a hole right here to go into the spark arrestor. You can see it's got a built-in nut, but I had to drill a hole through the exhaust to go in there. That was a 15/64 drill bit that I used. Not overly difficult. The only thing that would be nice for RPM is to maybe either put a little dimple in there. You know, I mean, the only thing better would be if there was already a hole in there, but I understand why they don't do that, because, you know, not everybody's going to run that spark arrestor. It is an option when you go on their website. You can get this exhaust with or without, and there was a couple other options of accessories in there. I chose, like I said, to go with the spark arrestor just because of going up to Wisconsin and stuff. Otherwise, I would not have gotten one. So that's going to wrap it up today. A quick video. I'm just going to throw this rear fascia back on, and then I'm going to call it a done deal and get ready for the St. Jude charity ride that I'm doing tomorrow with some friends of mine. I'm going to try to do some videoing of that, and until then, we'll catch you guys later. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
RPM Sport exhaust on my Polaris Pro XP. Morning frost on the windshield, wide open and free. I thumb the switch, hit the engine, wake up loud. Big dog talking in the timber, rolling with the crowd. Dust on my boots, cold air in my lungs. Every mile I'm alive when the trail gets rough. Let the big dog bark, rip it down the trail. Loud full throttle, never once fail. Mud on the fender, sun through the trees. That Polaris got a wild side running right through me. Let the big dog bark, hear it sing so clean. RPM in my chest like a backwoods dream. Hit a corner hard, gravel flying in the night. Headlights cut the darkness, burn